Friday, September 22nd, 2023, morning edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video.
Good morning, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News AGNDD Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in summarizing the news. Without further ado, here are the headlines of the day. Amazon enhances Alexa to be a more conversational chatbot. Aduhelm and Leqembi contribute to Alzheimer's treatment. Pixel phones to display battery cycle counts. Members of K-pop group in car accident. Shannon Beater hides bruise on face after DUI. Android 14 QPR1 Beta 1 introduces new lock screen clock feature and more. But first, let's take a look at this day in history.
September 22nd in history. September 22nd, 904. The warlord Zhu Quanzong kills Emperor Zhao Zong, the penultimate emperor of the Tang dynasty, after seizing control of the imperial government.
Today's obituaries. Nemat Ahmadi, 68, Iranian lawyer. Bayani Fernando is a Filipino politician and former chairman of the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, MMDA. He recently fell from his house's roof and was quickly taken to the hospital. Prior to his role as MMDA chairman, Fernando served as the mayor of Marikina and as a member of the House of Representatives. Shahrar Haidar, brief Wikipedia summary. The article reports the death of Shahrar Haidar, a 52-year-old Iraqi footballer and chairman of Al-Khark, who passed away due to a heart attack. Sepatu Hohepa, 87, New Zealand Maori language academic. Peter Horton was an 82-year-old Austrian guitarist, composer and singer who recently passed away. His death was announced on this date. Khemraj Bhatta Mayalu. Brief Wikipedia summary. Khemraj Bhatta Mayalu, a Nepalese politician and former member of the Nepali Congress Party, has died at the age of 76. He served as a Member of Parliament from 1999 to 2008 and was involved in various political activities throughout his career. Catalin Agafite, 47, Romanian footballer, played for Calatis Mangalia, Media Navadari and Farul Constanta. He's currently battling cancer.
And now on to today's news.
General news.
Ukraine War Live updates. Ukraine strikes Russian airbase in occupied Crimea. Kyiv dealt a serious blow by close ally, CNBC.
Poland has summoned the Ukrainian ambassador in response to President Volodymyr Zelensky's comments criticizing Poland's restrictions on Ukrainian agricultural imports. The dispute arose after Poland, Hungary, and Slovakia banned the import of various Ukrainian agricultural products. Ukraine has criticized these bans and has filed a complaint with the World Trade Organization. The situation has escalated with the possibility of further retaliatory trade curbs. Romania has announced plans to work with Ukraine on controlling exports.
The morning after, Amazon turns Alexa into a more conversational chatbot for your home, Engadget.
Amazon's digital assistant, Alexa, will soon be powered by a large language model, LLM, developed by the company. One of the key features of the LLM is to enable conversational interactions. However, during a recent demonstration, Alexa encountered some errors and disregarded certain requests, suggesting that there is room for improvement in its conversational capabilities.
Hollywood strike. Studios, writers reportedly near deal. NBC News.
Hollywood writers and producers may be close to ending the strike that has halted the entertainment industry as high-level talks continue. Talks on Wednesday were productive, and there is hope for more progress as studio heads, including Disney's Bob Iger and Netflix's Ted Sarandos, have joined the negotiations. The Writers Guild of America and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers plan to meet again on Friday.
Romeoville murders update. Suspect Nathaniel Huey Jr. believed dead after Oklahoma chase. Second person of interest also dead. WLS TV.
The family of Ermelinda Palomo, who was with the prime suspect in the murder of a family in Romoville, denies her involvement in the incident. The suspect, Nathaniel Huey Jr., and Palomo were spotted in Oklahoma, where they were involved in a car crash. Huey Jr. was found dead with a gunshot wound, and Palomo later died in the hospital. The motive for the murder has not been released.
Business news.
Toshiba is set to delist in Japan after 74 years as part of a $14 billion deal. CNN.
Toshiba has announced that a $14 billion tender offer from private equity firm Japan Industrial Partners, JIP, has been successful, paving the way for the company to go private. The JIP-led consortium saw 78.65% of Toshiba shares tendered, giving them a majority of more than two-thirds. The deal is expected to result in Toshiba being delisted as early as December.
Developing Moline home fire. Moline Fire Department officials say no injuries reported. KWQC.
The Moline Fire Department is investigating a fire that damaged 2 vacant homes in Moline, Illinois. The fire started in one home and spread to the neighboring home due to radiant heat. Firefighters were able to quickly control the fires and no injuries were reported.
Morning bid, Fed fireworks set nervy stage for Bank of England. Reuters.
European investors should brace themselves for policy decisions from 4 major central banks, including the Bank of England, after the Federal Reserve's hawkish stance caused a surge in Treasury yields and a slide in stocks. Asian shares also slumped, while U.S. yields rose and U.S. stock futures pointed lower. The Bank of Japan's policy decision on Friday is also highly anticipated, following a hawkish shift in a recent interview with Governor Kazuo Ueda.
Technology news.
Android 14 QPR1 Beta 1 adds new Metro lock screen clock, 9 to 5 Google.
The first article discusses a new clock face called Metro that has been added in the first beta release of Android 14. It is a 2-line digital clock with colorful strips that match the Material U color scheme.
Pixel phones will start showing battery cycle counts, 9 to 5 Google.
Google has released the first beta of Android 14 QPR1, which includes support for battery charge cycle counts on Pixel phones. Users can now see the manufacturing date of their battery and the number of charge cycles it has gone through. However, it does not provide information on battery health or maximum capacity. Apple added support for battery cycle counts in iOS 17, likely in response to complaints about battery issues on older iPhone models. It remains unclear if this feature will be available on all Android phones.
OpenAI's new AI image generator pushes the limits in detail and prompt fidelity. Ars Technica.
OpenAI has announced DALL-E 3, the latest version of its AI image synthesis model. DALL-E 3 features full integration with ChatGPT and is capable of rendering images based on complex descriptions and handling in-image text generation. It will be available to ChatGPT Plus and enterprise customers in early October. The model appears to be more advanced than competing models in terms of following prompts and accurately rendering objects. DALL-E 3 has also been built natively on ChatGPT, allowing for conversational refinements to images and potentially leading to new capabilities.
Sports news.
Bickley, Diamondbacks seizing moment and final surge of season. Arizona sports.
The Arizona Diamondbacks have won 5 consecutive games and regained their lost momentum, putting them in a strong position for a playoff berth. They create chaos on the field with their speed and unrelenting pressure and have improved their bullpen. Rookie Corbin Carroll has been a highly disruptive player with 25 home runs and 50 stolen bases in his rookie season. The Diamondbacks have 9 games left in the season and a favorable schedule, giving them a good chance at postseason success.
Packers' David Bakhtiari clears the air on his knee injury in brother's tweet. The Athletic.
Green Bay Packers left tackle David Bakhtiari spoke to reporters about his ongoing knee issues and denied speculation that he was not playing in protest against turf surfaces. Bakhtiari expressed frustration with his injury and emphasized his desire to play and contribute to the team.
Health news.
Prenatal phthalate exposure linked to brain size and child IQ reduction. Neuroscience News.
A new study has found that higher prenatal exposure to certain phthalates is linked to reduced gray matter in children's brains by the age of 10. This exposure is also correlated with decreased IQ levels in children at age 14. The study highlights the need for stricter regulations on phthalates due to the potential public health impact.
Aduhelm Leqembi add to Alzheimer's disease treatment. WBL-TV, Baltimore.
Two new drugs, Aduhelm and Leqembi, have been approved by the FDA to treat Alzheimer's disease. Both drugs are monoclonal antibodies that target beta-amyloid plaques, a protein associated with the disease. However, these medications are only effective in the early stages of Alzheimer's, emphasizing the importance of early diagnosis. Recognizing the early signs of the disease and starting treatment promptly can provide more time for patients and their loved ones.
Entertainment news.
3 members of the K-pop group Stray Kids were involved in a car accident, according to E! News.
Shannon Beater tries to cover apparent bruise on her face after DUI arrest. Page 6.
Real Housewives of Orange County star Shannon Beater was seen with a bruise on her face days after her arrest for driving under the influence. Beater and her ex-boyfriend were spotted leaving an apartment in Newport Beach, with Beater attempting to cover the mark above her left eye.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Subscribe and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.